Hello sunshine, this is Joy from Michigan in the US, and today I am going to try to get a painting done. I have been under the weather for a bit and just didn't have the energy to get out to my art room, staying at home quite a bit, so I decided today was the day. If I have the energy or not, I'm doing it. So I've had these colors kind of floating around in my head for a bit. I have no idea how they will work. I really would like to do this on a much larger canvas, but because I've never put these colors together before, I'm going to try it on this little 11 by 14 canvas. It's a great practice size. I'm going to do a ring pour, possibly a wrecked ring pour, but I'm not 100% certain, but a ring pour for sure. I'm using purples, and then I have this lovely lime green. So pretty. I love this color. I had to add a little bit of white to it. It is a transparent color. Let me see. So see how it says right here? Well, it's actually semi-opaque. But I've used this in brush paintings before, and it takes several coats to really get that color to show through. So I added some white because white is opaque. So it lightened it up a bit, which I'm okay with. But it hopefully will allow it to shine through because I just love this color. It's very springy, and I know we're not to spring yet, but I just love that. And then I'm going to use a bunch of purples and a little bit of rouge and maybe some gold, maybe some white. I've got a metallic black here, which is just black plus silver. So we'll see how it goes. This is one that I'm a little bit nervous to use. This is a craft paint, and they tend to go clumpy pretty quickly. And this one I know has, like, there's a clump right there. It's been sitting around for a while. So I will probably use it towards the end of the cup and not, or maybe not at all. That one's looking pretty clumpy. I probably won't use that one, which makes me wonder if I have a light enough purple. So I may lighten this one up a bit more. This one is not mixed real great. So this is just violet plus white. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I'm doing violet. I have violet with white in it. I have violet plus phthalo blue and a little bit of silver, which makes a beautiful color. I really love that one. It's much more blue than I was anticipating. And I think that's all my colors. All right, I'm going to add a little bit more white to my lightest purple because I just don't think that's light enough, and then I'll be right back with you guys. All right, guys, let's fill this cup. I think I'm going to start with just a touch of gold. Oh, or more than a touch because it just came flying out. And then just a little bit of this blue, deep blue purple color the custom color that I did. And I don't want these layers to be too thick. I guess thick is not the right. I'm putting in a little bit at a time on purpose. Let's go with that. All right, I'm gonna go with violet. And then we're going to go to the white. I'm hoping this will help make the middle very colorful. That's what I'm looking for. My paints are mostly mixed with Floetrol, although the ones in the cups I had to add a little, I didn't have to, I got to add a little GAC, I can't talk today, guys, GAC 800, which was a Christmas gift, so I'm really excited to be using that today. And I'm almost out of Floetrol, so I'm like running out of all these different colors, but I can't mix up new paints till I get a little more Floetrol. So we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna have to get to the store sometime soon. This is my violet plus white. And then I think we'll throw in a little rouge. I meant to add that to the cup sooner, so I knew I didn't have very much of it. And then we'll do the violet. My blue purple that's got metallic in it. Metallic black. I should have checked my chart to see how much paint I need. Let's see if I can read it from here. 5 ounces. So this, I think, is a 7-ounce cup, 8-ounce cup. So I'll need a good amount in here. Okay, where am I? What am I doing? Let's go back to violet. And then we're gonna toss in way more of this lime green that I love so much because I really, really want that to show through. Really hope that. I hope this comes out the way I have it in my head. It really does. I always want to grab the rouge after that green, but I'm going to tell you guys right now, you don't want to do that. Rouge is a red. Red and green make brown. So keep that in mind. So I think we'll do this one. And then we'll add some white. Can you guys hear the birds today? My goodness, they're noisy. I don't know what comes through on my video and what doesn't. And then more of the lighter purple that I feel like could have gone even lighter, but what are you gonna do? And then some, you know what? I wanna do gold before I do my rouge. Purple and yellow can make mud, so I'm not sure what I was thinking putting the gold next to the purple, but hopefully it'll work out okay. If it doesn't, we can tilt that part off because we're towards the bottom of the cup, or the top of the cup, which is the bottom of the painting. You'll know what I mean. Maybe you're already tracking with me, I don't know. Okay. A little more. I was gonna do the lime green again. Let's go to the blue first and then we'll go green. This is probably way more paint than I need, but I'd much rather have too much than too little. So there's my thinking with that. And then some lime. Lovely spring bud opening color. Kind of, that's what it reminds me of anyways. Which is one of my favorite times of year is when the buds start to open. All right, I think that's enough paint. So here we go. Ring pour, which means I have to move my hand. I have to remind myself what I'm doing because otherwise I forget and then I don't do the right thing. There's that black, which is really taking over. Let's go this way. Wow, that black is something else. Loving the chartreuse, or the lime green in there. I want to call it chartreuse. It looks kind of chartreusey. This is kind of a traveling ring pour. There's that last little bit of gold. Oh, there's some beautiful cells in this cup, which I know you guys can't see, I'm sorry. Hopefully this produces something really lovely. I could use a little extra beauty in my life right now. Couldn't we all, I guess? All right, I feel like my green's already disappearing, so hopefully that comes back through. Look at how pretty the inside of my cup is. You guys probably can't see it. Oh, and I just dripped. We might as well use up all of our paint from the cup. Get it to the edges. It'll be a little flow extender, kind of helps that paint to move a little, make sure your edges are covered, and then this is coming out a really muddy color, which is fine because it'll all be covered, but it'll help. I'm gonna especially try to get some on my corner here. And then I'm gonna do the same thing over here with, I'm just gonna use up these colors, guys, because I don't really have a good way to store them anyways. So we'll just make sure our covers are well coated. I have seen several artists that paint their edges with a brush and then let it dry, and I kind of like that because then you don't have to worry. Your edges are going to have some color, you know, you pick the prominent color, so this one I would have painted purple, and it just helps cover all that. Oh, look at all the yummy cells popping up. I get so distracted and so focused on other things that I kind of miss that. All right, we've got some of this light purple left. I'm just going to pour that over the last two corners. And I won't have to be as finicky about it because I have lots. And again, no real way to save this aside from putting it in a cup with saran wrap, which I'm painting so infrequently right now that feels a little bit wasteful. So I don't think I will do that. Just make sure our corners are well covered. This is the boring part, but it is very helpful to make sure that your painting stretches as far as it needs to. All right, I really want the green to show up on this end, so I'm going to tilt that way first. So what that'll do, it is going to roll over on itself a little bit, but when I go back the other way, see how it opens that up and that green gets bigger? That's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to lose some of it. I'm sacrificing it on purpose. I know it's going to disappear. Oh, it looks like it's going muddy, guys, and I'm losing so much pretty here. I don't know. This may not be the best color combo, but I had to try it because it's been in my head for so long. Interesting. I feel like the green has definitely gone muddy, which is less than ideal. But what are you gonna do? All right, I feel like I'm losing so much more than what I really wanted to lose, but I want my edges covered, so. Oh my goodness, this is such a strange one. I forgot to wreck it. Just trying to, got a little bit too much paint, I think. So I'm just going to, this gold is taking over, so I may just, it may look like a sandwich pour, kind of. Didn't like all that gold anyway, so we'll bring it back. Okay, so purple and green might not be the way to go. I did not get this whole edge over here. There we go. Okay, and now I've used up my color, so I can't even go back and do a different pour. All right, guys. Well, I tried it. I do like purple with green, but I do not like this. And I don't think wrecking it would help. I'm not convinced a balloon would help. I think we've got to retry. Okay, I'll be back with you. All right, guys, back with you. I really feel like this is going too muddy. The green is not standing out. The gold over here has really gone ick. So, and when that dries, the gold tends to stay on top and it will basically cover all the colors underneath it and it'll just be a big blob of gold. So, like so many of my videos, try again. There are some pretty cells and there's some pretty effects, but overall, it's just not making me happy. So, I am hoping that this will work out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do my blues, purples, pinks in the bottom of the cup with greens on top. And then hopefully that will keep them separated enough that we get a better effect. That's the hope. So I have Rouge that I've added dragonfly glaze to, and you guys probably cannot see the wonderful shimmery, glittery effects that gives it, but trust me, it's pretty. I do find it's best mixed in with colors, or you can add it to your varnish or your resin that coat that you're gonna put on top, which is wonderful too. I also wanted to show you guys one thing. I have never seen this happen. Let me grab a paper towel. So I've been having a lot of clumps in my phthalo blue, and I thought I must have just mixed it too long ago. Well, when I was pouring today, I noticed paint seeping out right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a crack all the way across the top. So there's air getting into this paint, which is why it's so clumpy. So watch for that on your own bottles. I've probably dropped that one and that's what did it, but I don't remember. Who knows? Okay, so let's get started. I am hoping for some really pretty effects, and I'm trying to decide what color to start with. I think I'm gonna start with this Rouge in the middle. It seems just a little bit thin to me. Hopefully it works out okay. And then my white. And I'm gonna throw in just a touch of silver. I don't have much left, so really I can't do much more than a touch. But metallics give such lovely cells, so that's what I'm hoping for. And then this violet. And then from there, I am going to use my little bit of Purple Cow is the name of this color. It's a little bit clumpy, but maybe it will still be okay. It looks like it's got a lot of air bubbles in it too. So, reminder to self, torch this. All right, and then I've got this metallic blue, purple, it's blue, phthalo blue, silver, and violet. And I feel like I should have added more violet, but I'm very, very low on violet, so I don't want to push my luck. And I, of course, mixed up way more of this blue than I could ever use, but that's okay. So I'm doing about half the cup with the lovely pinks and purples. And then we'll do some white. And then, oh, I don't have nearly enough of this lime green left that I love so much, but we'll put that in next. I've got enough for one more layer of that, that's it. I did mix, this is lime green plus turquoise green and white. And I might just throw a little bit of this black and silver in here because I feel like it's kind of an odd color and it needs to go a little deeper. So why not? Ordinarily, that's not the colors that I would add, but we'll see what it does. I feel like I can't get it any worse than it already is because I really have not done a very good job with this one, I feel. So I don't know. I don't know about this color, but we'll see. I might throw some in. So let's go with deep green next. And then we'll do some turquoise green. I forgot I have light magenta over here, but that's okay. We'll skip that this time. And then we're going to add some of that metallic black and silver. And then we'll go back to the deep green. I hope you guys are all doing well and staying safe. It's kind of a crazy world we live in. But art certainly helps. Helps me. All right, we're gonna go with some of this odd green. And then we'll use the rest of my lime green that I love so much. Hopefully it just adds some lovely yumminess, that spring feel that I get from this color. That's what I want in this painting, but I don't know. All right. That is all of my lime green. Let's do the turquoise green after that. I love the turquoise green. Don't want too much. And then some more black. Ooh, that came out kind of quick. And then the deep green. And then I think that we have enough. And I don't have to worry about my corners because they're definitely covered. I think I will though, really quick, and you can just do this with a popsicle stick. I'm just going to scrape this paint off because I don't want that muddy color to show through. So just scrape it off, nice and easy. I don't worry too much about my edges, which I probably should, but I don't. So if you wanted to scrape those or wipe them down with a paper towel, you could totally do that. All right, here we go. That almost looks like Yoda. Got a little Yoda on my canvas. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. All right, here we go, guys. I'm liking my greens. The black again, whew, took over. Get some more green in there. Getting more to the purples, pinks. Here comes some white. And then that lovely rouge. I feel like this is working much better than my last one, guys. Ah, drip. I'd rather have a little finger indentation there than the green and the pink. I will take my skewer through and just try to fix those lines a little bit. Because I really don't think I want to wreck this. Look at this beautifulness over here. Okay, this is making me happier already. I'm a little nervous to stretch it. Look at all the lovely cells I'm getting. I'm gonna let it sit for just a minute. And I'm gonna add this pink over here to kind of stretch it. Gives me a little more flexibility when I go to stretch my canvas. Okay. And then I think I will use this metallic blue over here. And maybe that green that I don't care for. This probably feels to you guys that I'm wasting a lot of paint. You can save the paint from your table. I obviously don't very often. I haven't lately, I should say. But you definitely could. You just kind of scrape it off into a cup. It creates a new custom color for you, and you can use that either in your upcoming pours or as a base coat. And most of the time when I've done that, I come up with some pretty nice colors. Like it's not as muddy as you might expect it to be. So that's always a good thing. We don't want mud. All right, let's use up this green that I'm just not sure I love. This will help us stretch this painting nicely. I'm sure way more paint than I need, but again, it's so nice to not have to worry about how much paint you have. And are you going to have to stretch something farther than you want to? You don't ever want to have to overstretch a painting. That just never goes well. Okay, this is making me so happy. So let's stretch this out. I think this through. I've got some lovely cells over here that I'm really, really hoping to preserve. I feel like I'm doing my stretching a little too fast today, which is kind of odd. I don't feel like I normally struggle with that, but I feel like I am today. Okay, I have a goober. Where did my little skewer stick go? Right in here somewhere. Oof, that was a big one. Okay, that should help that stretch a little better now. Oh goodness, guys, I just almost dropped this. All right, let's go this way. Still not quite what I was looking for. I do like it much better than the last one, but I liked it better before I stretched it. All right. There's too much pink on this end, so I'm going to try to stretch that out. Okay. Wacky and wonderful, maybe. I feel like I lost so much of my green, which makes me a little sad. And I'm not loving the effect of the white, but All right, I'm gonna let this sit for a minute. I'm gonna hit it with heat and I will be right back. All right, guys, back with you. I did go ahead and hit this with some heat. I use an embossing gun. I did call this an embellishing gun in one of my videos. I was really tired and I kept calling it the wrong name. It's an embossing gun, embossing wand, something like that, heat tool. It's a little bit safer because you can light your paint on fire if you're not careful. Just make sure you keep it moving. Don't hold it in one spot. All right, I kind of would like to open this section up a bit, but I'm just not sure that I should be trying it. Trying to tell where the weight of my paint is. I'd really like to see more of that green, but yeah, I'm not sure it's gonna open up the way I want it to. I would like a little bit of paint on this corner here though, if we can get it. Just a little bit over, there we go. All right. I think I'm gonna leave this. What I think I see is, hold on, I can't do two things at once anymore with this cold. It's really knocked me out. Okay. I think it reminds me of water lilies, but very abstract, just the colors of water lilies maybe. Yeah, I feel like I really have to stretch this a little bit more, just a bit. Just open up that green just a little bit more. Okay. Still wacky, I don't know, but again, I know too that when I'm sick, I tend to not see things the way I would when I'm healthy, so let me know what you guys think. I'd love your take on this. I have nobody I can have come look at this and tell me what they think, so I'm kind of on my own here. It's so bizarre. I don't know. I think this is the bottom here, this is the top, but let me know what you think. I'll do a close-up in the next little bit and throw some photos on. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. I hope you all are doing well and you're staying healthier than I am, and I will see you on my next video. Thanks so much.